I wanted to come to you today because I've been getting a lot of feedback. The name of this channel is The Manhood Advocate. Yet I'm always talking about policies, politics, voting, etc. Manhood advocates are usually those who are talking about being an advocate in our relationships. The two are connected. The attitudes that you're experiencing, men, that we've all said, okay, enough is enough. The attitudes that are being expressed right now, those things, the kernel of those things started with the laws that are in place that incentivize this woman to have these far-flung and far-fetched ideas about relationships. Why? Because these laws have incentivized her not to be accountable. They've incentivized her to break up the family. They've incentivized her to move independently and have elevated single parenthood as if it is equal to being married and wives. Because of these things, we have had the next generation where we go from no accountability to you can't call it what it is, because that's shaming. But shaming only happens, right, when it comes to them. It doesn't happen for you. And that shaming has now bolstered and supported stripper culture. I can wear what I want. You shouldn't call me what it looks like. What did David Chappelle say? You may not be a hoe, but you got a whore's uniform on. I'll still talk to you and say, I want you to provide for me and protect for me. What? You want me to provide for you? You want me to put my life on the line for somebody who is not tied and doesn't respect my life? Either I'm with you or you can get a divorce, take my money and my children. How does that make sense to us? If you don't have the resources, because it's supposed to be in the best interest of the child, right? But it really isn't the best interest of the child. It's in the best interest of the woman. Because if my child needs that much resource from me, then why aren't you just giving me my child? Because that's where they come back. Ask any divorced man. Ask any man that's been in a contentious divorce. No one's ever heard of you beating her or beating the kids, but as soon as you get in front of that divorce court judge, then you're the worst man around. I was trapped in a world. I suffered for years, but nobody wants to ask for proof of this. And then if you're put on child support, you can't even audit where your money's going. Isn't that funny that the government is so interested that they've set up an entire agency to monitor this one aspect of court decisions, right? Everybody else has got to go to court to say, hey, this person is in contempt. But as far as child support, the federal government spends over $90 billion, that's with the B, dollars to support these federal agencies to dig into your pockets. But you can't even see where the money's going. And there's the other part of it. We've got child support. We've got food stamps. We've got voucher programs. And women are saying it's still not enough. It's still not enough. It wasn't meant to be enough.